I can't listen to him anymore.
Like, it's just a moment of like, we need to get there. We only have 90 minutes. Gotcha. Da-da-da. What's happening?
Early
in a bubble?
2000s new metal?
In a bubble, it's like, this is a good riff.
Why?
But it just feels so weird. Like, all right, movie, let's take a breath. No!
Let's get some people going.
No. Slipknot! Slipknot!
So Marilyn Manson did the fight song. Slipknot did My Plague.
Yep.
Cold Chamber did Something Told Me. Crystal Method, Name of the Game.
Oh, that's used in like 4 other movies.
Edema does Everyone. Fear Factory does Invisible Wounds. Static X does Anything But This. Rammstein. El Nino, which is Spanish for the Nino.
I know.
Okay. Saturday Night Live bit. What Comes Around by El Nino. Dig by Mudvayne.
Yeah. I mean,
Release Yo Delph
Mudvayne's Dig
by Method Man. 800 by Saliva. The Infinity by 5.0. Resident Evil Main Theme by Marilyn Manson. And Seizure of Power by Marilyn Manson.
This is
See, Marilyn Manson's one, going back to our whole Joss Whedon discussion where I'm like, I can't listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
Just go away.
We're here. We did it.
What's up to all our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation, and welcome to one of the longest running pop culture podcasts of all time.
We're here.
As long as time has been measured, we have been here. Maybe not here.
I've always been
but
here.
here.
And here.
Here and here.
Yeah.
Wherever there's been enjoyment of pop culture, we've been there.
We're there.
Episode 165.
If you're new here, this is a place where we celebrate the things we love, like movies, comics, television. Mila Jovovich is... Yeah, I butchered it. I was trying to...
Let's get this out of the way.
Mila Jovovich.
How do we say her name?
Jovovich.
Mila
Jovovich.
It's Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich's athleticism. It was the apostrophe S that really tripped me up.
Well, you know,
her athleticism and all the other things that scratch that nerdy itch of yours.
The possessive of Jovovich is Jovovich's.
Jovovich's.
Say that so quick.
Tonight we're broadcasting to you live from Young Junk.
You have to do it. We have to
HQ, a bomb-ass podcast studio here in Philadelphia, PA. I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. It's a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you. So get on in there and give me your rad-ass money so I can feed my rad-ass son and wife.
Do that. I'm Alice of Inside.
Oh.
I was saying guilt. I was guilting.
Guilt. Oh, okay.
Guilting them.
Okay. I didn't want to cut you off from your guilt.
Have you
guilted them enough?
I'm good.
There's the mistake in the script. Don't worry about it.
I'm Alice of Inside the Morgue, and literal and figuratively inside the morgue. Actually, next week I will literally be inside the morgue, so I won't be here.
Yeah, we're going to talk about probably what might be the best movie of the year while she's gone.
That's fine. And last for a reason, Noel of Physical Media Space.
Yes, Physical Media Space.
Yes, on Instagram.
Yes, we'd also like to. At symbol, physical, spelt out, underscore, media, underscore, space. The word, not the space bar, SPACE. It's
important to know
at Physical Media Space. Also, we also want to draw your attention to our producers extraordinaire, Vicious Marshmallow, aka Producer Terry. Perry Producer.
Hey, it's Perry, the producer.
As well as his trusty cohort, Noah.
Noah.
I have questions for you, friends.
Yeah, hit us.
The first one's the question we ask every week, so you should just be prepared. And I mean, like, broadcast ready, prepared to answer this.
Yep.
If anyone that's watching or listening wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ and the space and services, how can they inquire?
You should head to the Young Junk YouTube page. We love YouTube. We love Young Junk. A wonderful place. So go to Young Junk on YouTube and hit subscribe and comment if you'd like to have a show.
That was very well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, can you say 2 good things about the Resident Evil franchise? Film franchise.
Wow. Can I? 2 things? Probably not. But I will say when Jill Valentine showed up in Apocalypse, she was looking fine as hell in that tube top. And so that's a good thing.
I think there's no better sci-fi channel like middle of the day movie marathon movie than the Resident Evil series.
Nice.
So like
very nice.
alternate Sharknado and Resident Evil.
Shark.
Yeah, and a ghost boat or whatever the spooky boat.
Ghost boat.
Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship kind of goes kind of hard.
That goes hard.
Goes-
First 10 minutes? Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's remake it and call it Ghost Boat.
Ghost
And it's
Boat.
just us in
Ghost
like a
dinghy.
canoe.
Ghost Motorboat.
Ghost Ghost Buoy.
Tonight, we're going to take a new series format out for a spin and take a look back at the first Resident Evil movie from 2002 in preparation for the new rebooted film later this year. Will we make it to the end? I don't know.
We're gonna.
Oh.
Hey,
I believe in us.
There might be choices.
All right. I believed in us, but nobody else did.
Well, stop it.
Well, all right. But
Best laid plans.
before we do that, we're going to read emails and gab about what we've been enjoying this past week. Reminder, if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.
If you're watching this later, do that stuff also. Time is but a mere construct created by man to create productivity. So just like, comment, subscribe. We like a little back and forth, whether it's after the fact or during. You can also send the show emails at cultpopgo@gmail.com, and we'll address them here on the show. Speaking of,
We got letters?
we have letter.
Oh, we got lots and
lots
lots
and
and lots and lots of letters.
He did it, but you didn't. He stopped singing.
Well, I don't want to embarrass you.
It's not about embarrassment. It's about
I'm a good friend.
freedom.
Whenever I get embarrassed, we go viral. Come on.
Oh, damn it. That's true. AI is the death of modern civilization, says Christopher St. Saucy Goodnight. I am so sick of AI, whether it's fake TV/movie announcements, cute kid videos where the toddlers year-olds are way too eloquent, bots on Twitter making the same engagement bait posts over and over and over, or fake accounts liking and following me on Twitter/Instagram. It sucks as someone who has no life/friends that the internet, which was my place to have an intelligent conversation, has been taken away. On to lighter topics. Firefly,
Yeah.
Buffy. I don't know if this is a lighter topic. I, for one, am thrilled that we aren't getting the Buffy reboot that was supposed to happen. What the I don't care if he's attached or not unless you show me concrete proof he isn't getting a paycheck out of it. I don't want to touch it. He's talking about Joss Whedon, who is a very problematic figure these days.
Yeah.
Also, it's way too far past when a continuation could possibly be any good. What? Why? I get that Buffy is a known property, but frankly, the only way I see a good project coming out of Buffy is setting it in the past without Buffy and bouncing around the Slayer lineage, Doctor Who style, or setting it in the future without Buffy, Malika, Frey style. Do you remember Frey?
Yeah,
There
it
was
good.
Yeah, there was a future Buffy comic book series just called Frey
We tied it into the show.
with the axe, right?
Yeah.
Is that what the axe came from? As for Firefly, the actors are too old to have it set in the past. Setting it in the future means now no wash, and frankly, I don't want to see Adam Baldwin on my screen.
No, it's an animated show, and they said it takes place between the end of the show and the beginning of the movie.
That's why an animated series is the only possible way I see this being good, so I'm glad that's the route they are taking with it. Those clamoring for this animated series to lead to more live-action stuff aren't seeing how bad it would be to do a live-action continuation of something from 20-plus years ago. What did they did that with Swingeon.
I'm sorry, what?
Swingeon! Nobody gets Swingeon, the reference?
Speak like an adult.
HBO Western.
Deadwood?
Deadwood.
This wasn't 20 years. And Swearingen.
Right, but the one character keeps calling him Swingeon.
Does he?
He does.
Never saw it. It wasn't 20 years. They just did a TV movie like 10 years later.
It was only 10 years?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that big deal.
It was a big jump, though, for the
Yeah.
actors. It was supposed to be, like, very close to when it
well,
left.
that's a problem.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
everyone was
10 years older.
10 years older.
Visibly.
In an age bracket where 10 years makes a difference. You know what I mean? It wasn't like 25
wasn't like
to
us
35.
and how
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't age.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Book of Boba Fett. Like, it takes place right after. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're
That man is
8,000 years
geriatric,
old.
yeah.
You're 8,000.
That said, I need Mark Shepard back to voice Badger. In summation, adapt new shit, not old shit, for nostalgia's sake. Chris St. Saucy, good night. Thank you.
There's a lot of things to
Chris?
approach there. Why are you upset about, like, they tried for something? It was a great creative team. I mean, if it
You
didn't.
mean Buffy?
Yeah, I mean Buffy.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that was attached to it was awesome.
Mhm.
So that it didn't go kind
Chloe
of sucks.
Zhao and Sarah Michelle Gellar was back for it. They
Even all
filmed
the
the
new
whole
actors were
pilot,
great.
didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just didn't go. Maybe it still will. So that's not a big deal. I don't really want things to fail. It's just if you're gonna do something, make it good. If it's good, it's great. If it's just member berry bullshit, Scream 7, don't do it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar said that it was like an executive was constantly bragging about not having finished Buffy and how he just like it wasn't for him. And
it doesn't sound like they had support on a studio level.
It's a bummer.
Also, too, a lot of these things are very, very expensive to do. So if he was looking at, it wasn't a cheap pilot.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a very expensive TV show,
right?
Like in the $200-300 million probably for like 10 episodes. Because that's how much TV costs now, because people require it to be as good looking as feature films.
Yeah.
So if he didn't get the show, if it didn't seem like it made sense, if it means that they had to cancel 3 other shows and or not greenlight up 3 other shows, they won't go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just how it works. It's numbers.
I'd like to see it.
I would also love to see it.
I want to see it. I want to see that pilot.
I mean, back in the day, they had set up a whole Buffy animated series that also didn't go through.
Oh, really?
I would have loved the animated series, yeah.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
How do you feel about Joss Whedon?
I am disappointed. I looked, in my naivete growing up, I looked to him as some sort of paragon of ally or feminism, figure. And writing strong characters, and I thought he was very clever and funny, and I was in love with the guy. I thought it was awesome, and I'm disappointed to hear that he's kind of a jerk. That's all.
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted about it. Like, so it happened during everything, and he was
I'm sorry, it happened during everything.
Yeah,
what is
during the entire Me Too era.
Me Too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he was lumped in with actual sexual predators, and it was mainly revealed that he was just a bit of a prick.
Yeah.
And he was incredibly unprofessional.
Yeah.
That way.
Mm-hmm.
That seems
he's like abusive on set.
To interns and pages. Yeah. Like he was a power hungry. He was a power tripper, right?
I thought he was gross to some of the actresses.
Some of them claim he was gross to them, but
there's also the fact that Michelle Trachtenberg wasn't allowed. It was in her contract that she wasn't allowed to be in a room alone with Joss Whedon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was part of her contract.
It
makes me tilt my head a little.
The whole it does. The whole thing about that though is just it's so like I'm having trouble squaring the circle of am I supposed to not appreciate what he did for the genre and for those characters, right?
Ray had never seen Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
So good.
We just watched all 3 episodes yesterday in the shop.
Did you ever see that?
I actually haven't.
It's really wonderful.
Delightful and wonderful.
And it still holds up. So like I have trouble squaring the circle of like if he's not arrested for anything, if they want his blessing, because I think the Firefly stuff they literally
got his blessing.
We got his blessing. That's fine. I'm not gonna think like, oh fuck it. I'm not gonna not read a Firefly comic because he might get a residual paycheck. I don't.
I mean, I still
because he's not actively he's not actively predating on anyone.
Right.
Right.
I still order in Astonishing X-Men for the shop.
Yeah. I don't want to actively support him, but it's not the same thing as you're funding hate campaigns or
rapists,
or rapists or like or pedophiles. It's very different. It's like I'm not going to give that guy, a high five and worship him, but also there are bigger fish to fry, and there are levels. So if his name is attached on like the 4th executive producer, okay.
So thank you so much, Christopher St. Salsa, who's in the chat saying, there's nothing to be conflicted about. He was abusive to Charisma Carpenter because he wanted to sleep with her. And the Michelle Trachtenberg thing, especially since he wrote her and Xander as a couple when Xander was his self-insert character.
Wait, did he write those issues of the comic? They weren't a couple until later in the comic, and I think that was a different writer. And it doesn't matter. You're right. But there was a bunch of other stuff in the chat. But anyway. Yeah, no. And AI sucks. AI sucks. Got it.
Suck.
Yep. Joss Whedon sucks.
Joss Whedon sucks. Got it.
Sucks.
I would not be prescriptive about who and could and shouldn't ever make things that they feel creatively passionate about, whether it's 20-year-old return or not. Just make it good. Doesn't matter. Was there anything else in that email that I forgot?
That was about it.
Does anybody disagree or agree? I feel
no, those are all
the whole conversation.
We did it.
Oh, team. We did it.
All right.
This is the part of the show that you lovingly have a name for it.
It's called What's Poppin', wherein I ask my friends and co-hosts what was poppin' for them this week, and then they tell me, hey, JD, this is what was poppin' for me this week. It's this thing. Here, go. Hey, Alice.
JD.
Yes, Noel.
I would love it if you asked Alice what she was up to.
Hey,
That's a novel, isn't it?
Popping for me this what?
Go Ask Alice or something?
It is. Go Ask Alice is a novel.
Hey, what was popping for you this week?
Hey, I'll tell you what was popping for me this week.
Hey, hey, wait, get ready for a thumbnail. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey. I went to go do angry arms. I made a weird.
How can you make everything weird?
Just being me. Just existing is weird for me.
Alice.
Hey.
Hey,
Talking about weird things. I watched a movie from 1999 yesterday, and I used to watch this every St. Patrick's Day, but it had been a minute. I watched Boondock Saints yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I remember liking it somewhat in the day.
Boondock Saints, 1999, written and directed by Troy Duffy. Tired of the crime overrunning the streets of Boston, Irish Catholic twin brothers Connor, played by Sean Patrick
Flannery.
and Murphy, are inspired by their faith
Norman Reedus
to cleanse their hometown of evil with their own brand of zealous vigilante justice.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be obsessed with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I had a poster in my college dorm of the Boondock Saints.
Most college dorms in that time had a poster of Boondock Saints.
In 2011?
I was going to say in our time.
2011, I was the only one.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty
People would
late
walk
for her.
by and be like, oh, yeah.
You forget we're olds.
I never forget that.
She's not an
Everything in
I'm
me
a little old.
creaks.
old. Do you ever wake up stiff? And I don't mean in a good way.
Yeah. I go to sleep stiff. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I revisited this yesterday, and I know it's got a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes, but a 91 popcorn meter. It's a cult classic.
Yeah,
this movie is where I first saw Norman Reedus, and he is I love him very much.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of up there with Matthew Lillard. Like, I used to have a cardboard cutout of Norman Reedus in my dorm.
Yeah,
Also, not Boondock Saints though. I had him. I had Daryl Dixon from Walking Dead. And this was actually how I got my dad into The Walking Dead. Is he saw me watching The Walking Dead one day, and he's like, "Hey, that's that guy from Boondock Saints." I was like, "Yes, you should watch this show. You'd love it." And that's one of the shows my dad and I bond over is Walking Dead. It's so goofy. I still enjoy it though. The Willem Dafoe character, Paul Smecker.
Is that where he plays a detective who like
FBI
listens
agent.
to music and like
he's the FBI agent.
does choreography on the front lawn?
Yeah.
There was a firefight.
Yeah, that. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Which escalates out of okay. I'm gonna wait.
I still enjoy this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know it hasn't aged well. There's some bits where I watch and I'm like, oh.
Ooh.
It wasn't aging well in 2002.
No, it wasn't aging well when I was really, really into it either and had the poster on my wall. I don't have the poster anymore, but it was my introduction to Norman Reedus, who I've gone on to like more of his work. I think I'd seen Willem Dafoe and things before, obviously, but I love how I love his character in this.
Yeah.
My favorite
He's really doing a thing, right?
Yeah. And it was really cool to watch now that I do crime scene stuff.
Oh.
I was like, wow, I'm Willem Dafoe. No, I do this. No, just kidding.
What did you think?
What have you guys?
I think there are elements of that movie I really liked.
Yes.
But overall, in my memory, it is an edgelord fest.
Yes.
I hated it in 99.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I didn't hate it, but
I sent a text. I was like, hey, can I talk about this
I was
for
like,
Poppins?
sure.
And Noel's response was just, sure.
That
I
was
like,
me.
he
That was
hates
me
this
trying
movie.
to not be like, oh, that fucking movie with the.
It made me more excited to talk about it. I was like, Noel's going to talk about how much he hates
Here's
it.
the thing.
Here we go. Here we go.
No such thing as bad movies, just movies that don't hit. And if you can articulate why they don't hit for you, then that's good enough, right?
Articulate it for me.
I had not watched it in over 20 years, so I put it on this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
It's so fucking bad.
Is it? I haven't revisited it either.
You know the best thing that came out of this movie?
What?
It's a documentary called Overnight Overnight came out in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
During the production of this movie, because this movie, the whole thing, why this movie is even a big deal is because it was a giant spec script big
war.
bidding war, and the Weinsteins got it, and blah blah blah. And a part of that war was that this untested filmmaker Troy Duffy was going to direct his own movie, and he was a part of the package deal.
Wait, I know about this documentary.
It's called Overnight. It's
Yes.
fucking phenomenal.
Oh.
It's him and his two best friends at the time, documenting the whole process, including production, and how everything went terribly wrong, and how Troy Duffy is a giant egomaniac asshole.
Oh.
And it's one of the best documentaries about the industry I've ever seen in my entire life. It's on Tubi.
That sounds great.
But the movie, so like I knew about that, and we were all obsessed with this because early internet, it was like, oh, this cool movie, yeah. And it was supposed to be in theaters. It wasn't. It was on video. You had to purchase it because it wasn't for rental and blah blah blah. I owned it for a long time. I watched it like twice. I think the first time I watched it, I convinced myself I liked it because you went through all this trouble to get it.
Yeah, sure. Sunken cost, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I get, especially now revisiting it, why it's bad. It's I don't know. The certain bits were fun for me. I love the beginning with the toilet.
I actually hated that.
I love it. It's stupid. He picks up a toilet.
Picking up the toilet is basically easy. It's just, as long as you can uncouple the nasty pipe, it's not a big deal. It's the walking it to the roof, throwing it aimed off the roof, which is probably 5 to 6 stories, and then jumping off the roof to just gingerly land on another man.
Next episode, we're gonna do this. Get me a toilet and handcuffs.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do this.
We have both of those.
Do we toilets and handcuffs?
Yep, we got them right here in the
now.
office.
We can do this now.
Noah,
Can we bring the cameras to the roof?
take me to the toilet.
Take me to the toilet with some handcuffs and to the roof.
I will take you to the toilet, Noel.
Let's go.
Never fear.
Not me.
Never fear.
I want to do this.
Alice, do you want to go to the toilet too?
That was my idea to do this.
We all go.
I'm the only one here who likes Boondock Saints.
We all
I
go
get
to the
throw
toilet.
the toilet.
I love Boondock Saints, by the way. This hurts
I'll
me.
say some good stuff about it.
I'll say something bad about it first.
Yeah.
Are these supernatural beings? Because what is the weird scene where they're like, oh, something is happening, and they're like risen
Oh, that's edgelord.
for no
They're
fucking
having an
reason?
epiphany.
What is that?
Just a
Is that
little
not
bit of
how you
at the
have your
same
epiphanies?
time?
That's the edgelord fest that he's referring to.
just a
the
little
edgelord.
bit of Hollywood magic.
The entire movie is an edgelord fest. No.
It is.
Okay.
But
The first 2 times they do it, I really like it. It's the story structure of the movie is crime scene, and then you see what happened after the fact.
I do like that.
2 or 3 times it's cool. The 4th and 5th time that escalates to and I rewatched the scene because Willem Dafoe is in the house talking through things and like, oh, how did they do that? Oh, he's talking through things, and then it cuts to him sweaty, half his shirt off, screaming on the front lawn.
There was
And I literally rewound the movie in case I didn't track how that escalated that much. Like it just at that point it was like, just show me the movie. Like your narrative device that teased the brothers then begins to take away all momentum from the brothers' actions.
This is why I thought this would be fun to talk about. I'm so glad I'm talking about
it's
this
just the way it's structured is like a bunch of small movies that don't add up to a larger movie, and they constantly kneecap their own momentum, their own pacing, because you don't follow the brothers. And you keep coming back to the inconsistency of William Dafoe's character. And I don't think he's inconsistent. The movie treats him inconsistently. Yes. And then on top of that, he's a self-hating homosexual.
Yeah, that was part that did not age well.
And then on top of that, they murder a fucking cat as a punchline.
Yeah, that wasn't
like it's a weird fucking movie that is not good.
They accidentally
there was a second,
killed the cat.
Right?
And
there was a second.
And it's worse.
I remember absolutely hating
what's the actress who played Rita in Dexter? Because she replaces Agent Specker. She's the new FBI agent.
Julia something stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got them all upset.
No. It's like I wanted to watch it nostalgically because
I wanted back and forth on this instead of I was originally going to talk about the America's Next Top Model documentary, but I thought this would be more fun banter.
I watched that too.
Did you? We can talk about that next time I'm on. It's still popping for me.
This movie is very, very popular for a lot of good and cultural reasons.
It's a movie that I quote with my dad and my brother.
That's awesome.
And like we all acknowledge like it's a fun time. Like,
Hey, I love the original Daredevil movie. I
So
can't
do
say
I.
shit.
That's a goddamn masterpiece
So
compared
good.
to this.
I
yes,
love that movie.
But the reason I decided to rewatch it is I sent my whole family like Happy St. Patty's Day stuff. We're a very Irish family, and but I sent my brother and my dad the GIF, and it's like everyone's Irish tonight in the bar in the beginning. Like that's what I always send him. I was like, I haven't watched that one in a while. I'm gonna watch it when I get home from work
Nice.
today, and I did.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna do this for Poppins because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of varying opinions on it.
Surprisingly, doesn't pass the Bechdel test.
Pink's in the chat saying the entire Resident Evil series is pure brain dead trash. It also was a guilty pleasure of mine. Full disclosure, I was obsessed with the first 3 original games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I only ever played the second one for 20 minutes.
Hey, Noel, shut up. What was popping for you this week?
I want to talk about a weird movie called The Last Stand that came out in 2013. Rotten Tomato score of 61%. Directed by Kim Ji-woon. I had 2 weekends ago, for some reason, I just got a little obsessed with. So I've been on my
Luis Guzman?
Yes, I've been on my Hong Kong Cinema Classics kick.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Some of those directors went on to make American films. So I started following directors a little bit. There's the obvious one, John Woo. So in the same weekend, I watched Broken Arrow. I rewatched Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow. I love to
was-
hate that movie.
John Woo's second American English language film. The first one being Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not going to rewatch that. And then this one, which is the English language debut of Kim Ji-woon, who did The Good, the Bad, the Weird. I saw The Devil and Two Sisters, I think.
Tale of Two Sisters?
Tale of Two, yeah.
Yep.
2 incredibly dark movies and 1 weird spaghetti
One
western
bonkers
in
one, yeah.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then this was the movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger returned to
Yeah.
because he was the governor for 8 years, and this was the first movie he did back. So it's a very small movie of an old sheriff in a very tiny town, and there just so happens to be a incredibly rich drug dealer who's trying to use that town to get through to the border. And it's structured in 2 pieces: what's happening in the town and how the cartel is getting there first to prep for it. They're building a bridge over a ravine that's near there, so they don't have to go over the other border. And then the other side of the movie is the drug dealer, who's super sexy Cuban guy in a
Luis Guzman?
in a sports car that like goes 400 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Love it.
So it's whatever. It's this weird car chase movie that's juxtaposed with a neo-western.
Oh.
And it's really cool. And then, obviously the plots kind of converge. So like you're fighting the cartel over here, and then this guy's coming and he's on his way. And when he finally gets there, there's some genuinely fun action in this movie. If you ever wanted to see 2 cars kind of have a kung fu battle in the middle of a cornfield where they're just
I
like
mean,
That's all I
maybe.
want.
trying to find each other and hitting things. And the final fight between this very young, buff-ish or lean drug dealer who's super handsome versus old Schwarzenegger, I thought it would be kind of like silly. It's so well done.
Oh, wow.
Like he uses his, so like the guy like comes at him and tries to do some fancy stuff, and it's like literally just like body slams him and like really, really brutal fun stuff. And the camera work is fantastic too. Like
awesome.
there's parts in this movie that are really cringe with like Johnny Knoxville being a hermit comedic character. But then there's like genuinely fun action. Forrest Whitaker's in this movie for some reason.
Yeah, I saw
There's
that.
genuinely fun, crazy action. And it was just like a really good trashy sit. And I was very, very happy with it.
Love a good trashy sit.
I'm surprised it was 61% in
Sit
Rotten
on trash
Tomatoes.
all day.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I want to
Rotten
know what
Tomatoes?
on tomatoes.
But
I
yeah,
know what the popcorn meter score is.
I'll
I'm
look
gonna
it
look
for
that
you.
up. Or you got it. It'll
but-
look better on your computer.
So we went from trashy action, 2013, highly recommend The Last Stand, it's on Prime, to a foreign language film that you watched, Judy?
Park Chan-wook. That's his name, South Korean filmmaker. Lady Vengeance came out in the early aughts, I want to say, directed by Park Chan-wook.
2005.
2005, thank you. It's got a Rotten Tomatoes of 76%. Lee Guamjia has spent the last 13 years in prison for a murder she didn't commit. She's fantasized about getting revenge on the various people who wronged her. After her release, she teams up with a group of eccentric friends she made while behind bars and sets out to clear her name. This movie is baller AF.
Yeah.
On God.
No cap.
No cap. God damn it. Lady Vengeance. So for anyone who doesn't know, Park Chan-wook also did Old Boy, which is another very uncomfortable film. And
It's hilarious. Have you seen it?
Old Boy?
It's
No,
so good.
I haven't.
Fucking
So
hilarious.
good.
I haven't.
It's like can't breathe laughing so much.
He's
Okay.
kidding.
Yeah,
And Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance,
laugh
I
so
believe
much.
is. So he's got a Vengeance trilogy, which are not connected, but they are thematically put together. And having seen Old Boy and the remake,
Yeah.
which I like both of,
Yeah.
it occurred to me the other night, and it just happened to pop up on one of my streaming Johns, and I was like, oh shit, click, and started watching that, and goddamn, this movie is so much fun. No, yes, it's fun. It's a heartbreaker, and it is a hard sit, as they say, but it's also surprisingly charming and a little silly at times.
It's dark, good for her,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but does have funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really weird movie that's perfect.
It's kind of perfect. It's kind of
Yeah.
I know, we talked
Do you ever,
about this.
do you ever laugh at like something wildly dark?
I work in a morgue, yes.
Lady Vengeance.
The way that the information unfolds
Yeah.
in Lady Vengeance is so interesting because she gets out of prison in the beginning and you find out that she murdered a small boy and that's why she went to prison. And then she goes to the little boy's mother and father after getting out of prison and is begging their forgiveness, and then just cuts off her pinky with a hatchet to try to, and I believe she tries to keep going. She cuts off her pinky with a hatchet in order to
it's
apologize.
Basically, how much do you need from me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they eventually have to like subdue her, and she spends the rest of the movie with like a big what would you call it? It's her fingers all wrapped up. But then you find out
Gauze.
Gauze.
gauze. She gets all gauzy.
It's gaudy gauze.
It's not very gaudy.
It's a little pulpy.
Yeah. And then you find out what actually happened, and then a bunch of her time in prison. You find the different relationships that she has garnered while in prison, and she has them help her try to exact her revenge. But then the revenge gets even revengier, and that's all I'll say. Like, it gets bigger, it grows and grows and gets worse and worse.
It is.
And
It's a masterclass
so
in
good.
escalation.
Yes.
Try it. Also, too, the way, like you had mentioned it, the way the movie is structured is also incredibly fantastic. You're in real time, and you are meant to not really understand this lady or want to be with her, but then you see her progress through prison, and as they're introduced in the past timeline through prison, they're brought into part of her plan in the real time, and it's two parallel tracks that meet and become this completely other thing that you're like, what the fuck? It's so good.
I think I might like it better than Old Boy.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Well, Old Boy is very linear
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, Old Boy is very linear. This one's a lot
This one
more
really
challenging.
plays around a lot.
Also, this one's visually crazier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the transitions.
Transitions.
Some of the
and
transitions
editing
are
tricks
so
and
fun.
This is a movie that I'm glad they never remade in English or anything, because it's got that kind of aesthetic, and also too it's seeped in the Korean culture in such a way that I don't think that that's completely transferable.
It wouldn't translate.
How they treat prisoners, how that system works, it's all like very, very vital to the plot. So I don't know how, like, you would literally have to change everything in order to like make it a 1-for-1. So I'm glad that this never got remade. But see Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance.
I started it.
Yeah,
I started it.
that one's a hard watch too. But the three of them together are absolutely wonderful.
Got the mute guy.
I went and saw Thirst, his vampire movie.
Oh yeah.
I remember not liking it, but I told him
Not
to
the
revisit
same
it.
thirst that Carl sent me, right?
No.
Because I still have to
Very
watch
long.
that, but I don't have a Blu-ray player.
It's oh my god. It's as soon as I get a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, I do have a cleaner
That's
for
right.
you.
We're
Damn it.
swapping a vacuum cleaner for a Blu-ray player.
Huh.
Classic song.
Yeah.
Good appliance back and forth.
Alice, this movie, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance,
Plug
is
for
so
plug.
goddamn good that I'm tempted to give you timestamps of when to skip.
not watch.
Because we both have a similar trigger
Did they
for
show?
yes,
Okay.
yes. That's part of.
Yeah,
that's
you
part,
gave me a heads up about it.
Yeah.
I think if I
Same thing
know
for
in
Sympathy.
advance when it's coming, I can
like
probably watch this.
I fast forwarded it.
Does it have to be explicitly in advance, or just know that this is happening in the movie, or do you need to know? All right, we're a scene away.
It
Or can you just be primed the whole time?
I mean,
Without-
you will know when it's gonna be happening.
That's fine then. If I can see when it's going to happen, I can choose to step away or fast forward or something.
Or just find a really good video essay talking about all the great parts of the movie.
Honestly, we've done that.
It's so good though. Anyway, that was popping for us this week. Let us know what was popping for you this week. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com and let us know. We should move on to.
Oh yeah, we're going. Okay, so last year
Yes.
we completed our year-long exploration of Ethan Hunt's adventures with the IMF in a series we titled
Missions Probable.
Probable, because it didn't seem very difficult to do. Now, with that chapter of the Cult Pop story closed, we open another. Tonight, we reach deep into the annals of pop culture history in search of our next limited series. This evening, and
Right
at
now.
sake of our sanity, we will tread uneasy media grounds. Right now, open a new chapter called Evenings with Other Alice. A Resident Evil
I'm
retrospective.
one of the Alices.
You're the other
Yeah.
Alice. Or that's
I'm the other
you're,
one?
No, you're the Alice. This one's
This
other.
is other Alice.
Oh,
Now,
you get to be the
If
man.
we survive tonight, our first foray into this, I will have a surprise proposal for my co-host that they do not know about.
I have some
Yes.
drama with proposals. Be careful.
I accept.
Put it on the board.
I mean, you say yes.
Yeah.
Is that two? Do we get to joke
They're not
about
listening. Keep going.
it? Anyway, on how and if we will proceed.
Okay, great.
I said
Okay.
yes to the other proposal too, though.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah, you're.
Yep, that's another one.
Yeah. That's why I was like, give her another one. Anyway,
Sorry.
so we're going to talk about Resident Evil 2002, written and directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Not to be confused with Paul Thomas Anderson. Fun fact, Paul Anderson had to actually add the W.S. to not be confused with PTA. Starring Mila Jovovich, Michelle Rodriguez, James Purfoy, Eric Mabius, and Colin Salmon. Based on the popular video game, Mila Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez star as the leaders of a commando team who break into the Hive, a vast underground genetics laboratory operated by the powerful Umbrella
Corporation.
You get it? Because a bunch of things are under them. There, a deadly virus has been unleashed, killing the lab's personnel and resurrecting them as the evil undead.
Not the socially aware, conscious undead.
No, they're not
Good
woke.
undead. They're not.
They're
woke
unwoke.
undead.
Yeah.
They're unwoke
They're
undead.
the evil undead.
That's what makes them evil. The team has just 3 hours to shut down the lab's supercomputer and close the facility before the virus threatens to overrun the Earth.
Jerf.
Now, we are going to structure this the same way as we kind of did Twilight and Missions
Probable.
So I'm going to talk through production, some of the early things, what went right, what went wrong. Then we're going to foray into music, soundtrack. We're going to foray
So I got it propped up here.
into critical response, financial response. Then we're going to talk about our feelings.
I'm always talking about my feelings.
Well, it's going to be interspersed, but like our feelings about this movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
But then how you felt about it. The movie and then you together. Anyway, so
Anyway.
production. Constantine Film, a Germany company, bought the rights of the Resident Evil video game in 1997, which was only a year old at that time. The first Resident Evil game was 1996.
Say that again?
The first Resident Evil game was 1996.
Yeah.
Constantine Film,
Yeah.
a German company, bought the film rights in 1997.
I see. Okay. Good.
Several writers and filmmakers were hired to write the movie over the course of the next 3 years. In 1997, Alan B. McElroy, not one of the McElroy brothers,
I was just
dang
gonna
it.
ask. Come on.
was hired to write Resident
them.
Evil, the movie. He was on their radar because he was at the time adapting another popular video game franchise into film. Any guesses what that might be? Late 90s, popular video
Mario
game.
Raider?
Brothers.
Stop it.
Tomb Raider?
Close. Well, not really close, but at least you're in the same
At least
genre.
it wasn't
At least it wasn't a stupid.
At least it wasn't this.
I'm sorry. Did you say Doom? Yes, that's correct. Doom.
I did say that.
Now, you might liken Noel McElroy as a writer because he's responsible for Halloween 4. He wrote Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
I like Halloween 4.
Wrong Turn with
I love Wrong Turn.
Elijah Bsky.
Oh, that's so good.
He's also been involved with Spawn.
Not good.
Wrote the comic for a while, did co-write the movie, and co-wrote and developed the animated series. So
Not
he was
bad.
like a Todd McFarlane guy for a while.
Gotcha.
McElroy's version of the movie was a soft adaptation of the first two video games because the second video game was in development during this process, so he had purview of like where the plot was going.
Yeah.
So it was basically just a one-for-one adaptation, featuring the Special Forces team being sent to Raccoon City to rescue scientists from a lab after the SWAT team that previously was sent in disappears. Basically, your cookie cutter things are afoot,
Action
and we
movie?
send a team in. It featured all the major characters from the game and all the monsters from the game. So it was just a very by the numbers. The script was rejected for no reason other than like budget and, we'll see. They weren't ready to go. In 1998, none other than the godfather of modern zombie movie, George A. Romero, was hired to develop the film after directing a very popular and celebrated commercial for the second video game.
How funny. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
How cool.
So that really, I remember this early internet style. There's a commercial for the second video game featuring Brad Renfro as Chris Redfield. It was a little mini zombie movie, but it only played and was only available in Japan because of rights issues and contractual issues with Brad Renfro. So Capcom and the creator of the video game, who credits George A. Romero as being an influence, made this mini movie to promote the second film or the second game. They loved it so much they asked George A. Romero to start working on a script. They liked his progress thus far and then hired him officially in '98 to write and direct the movie. So, in order to prep for the writing, Romero, not a video game player, actually had his secretary play through the whole game and record her gameplay. So I'm really thinking like VHS. recording the whole game.
That's so fun.
And then he adapted a screenplay based off of her run through. So it's almost like a game of telephone of VHS.
There's a documentary.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Ooh.
So a lot of the information in here is sourced from this documentary. It's available on Tubi. It's called George A. Romero's Resident Evil. It's half history of Resident Evil, the video game, but then also the other half is kind of about
watching this tonight.
getting the movie together, the writing, and a bunch of people that worked on it and how it fell apart. There's no real definitive answers in the movie about how it fell apart. There wasn't really anything salacious so much as just Hollywood doesn't always get all their ducks in a row to get shit done. But anyway, let me keep going. Romero got really far into the process, 5 or 6 drafts of the script. In his story, he used the games as source material. The script included Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine as the leads. They were a romantic couple. Hey, Terry, are they romantic in the games? Redfield and Valentine?
No, not really.
No.
Okay. Well, they were in George movies.
There's a hint when they start to become corrupted, like there's the corrupted version of Jill, and they lean into that a little bit. But no, Chris and Jill were like Jack and Jill. They just went up a hill.
It's more like, she's my partner. She's my partner. She's my partner.
Wow, that actually sounds exactly like an NPC. She's my partner. Anyway, Romero also hired Bernie Wrightson to do concept art for all the monsters and stuff during his production.
Wrightson is a horror comics legend.
If you like, the most classic Swamp Thing artist is Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah.
Things obviously fell apart, and the only real information we have about that, other than the documentary, is in the 2002 interview with Fangoria magazine. Romero said that he turned in 5 or 6 drafts, and they were all rejected. At the time, the head of production for Constantine Film said he liked the scripts, but they were too violent and would have been NC-17 had they been approved. And that's just not, as a German company, I guess they just didn't really want to fight for that or go through the whole process. Copies of his screenplay are available at the University of Pittsburgh's library in the George A. Romero archival collection.
That's cool.
If anybody doesn't know, George Romero is a Pittsburgh native, and they're
Oh, I loved
the
Pittsburgh.
the
I
university
actually did love
has
Pittsburgh. The one time I visited there last year, I had a great time.
yeah, like they worship him there, dutifully so. So yeah, that's the movie that never happened. And what we got was this instead. So meanwhile, in this parallel timeline, in 1995, a little movie called Mortal Kombat comes out, which at the time becomes the very first commercially successful video game adaptation. Period. It blew up the it got
Same
made
with
like
Mario Brothers?
More than Mario Brothers?
more than Super Mario Brothers.
Wow.
Which we still should probably cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that happens. Paul W.S. Anderson, the director of that film, becomes kind of a hot commodity in the video game adaptation landscape. And at the same time, he starts to he plays Resident Evil, loves the game. About 2 years later, he writes a script called Undead. And that script, heavily influenced to so much as Anderson basically says it's a ripoff of Resident Evil. The head of Constantine at the time loves that spec script and asks Anderson to adapt it into an official Resident Evil script.
There it is.
And this is how the movies
wondering.
that we got that we saw became Resident Evil. He obviously crafted it as a prequel to the video games.
Okay.
So these movies are meant to, at least the first one, I don't know how it goes after this,
I've literally only seen this one.
is meant
So
to be
I
in
really
the
don't know.
canon of the video game stories. So he created a narrative device that kind of gives you prequel without treading on the plots of the games or needing to know where the plots of the games are going to be going, because I think by now the third one was in production, but it wasn't out yet, or only was just, oh wait, no, it was out. I think it was like 2000 or 2001, but the third game was new. So they were able to pull in like little Easter eggs like Nemesis Project and blah, blah, blah. But it meant to be a prequel with the end of the movie kind of mimicking the beginning of Raccoon City's fall. So late 2000, Paul W.S. Anderson is announced as writer and director, and pre-production begins anew after 2 years of just kind of development hell. There's not really many good stories about production.
Oh.
If you've watched the movie, which we all have, it's kind of a bottle episode. I think they're outside twice in the 90-minute runtime. So it's just a lot of controlled sets in like Berlin and Germany and shit. And there's not that much craziness that goes on. The one story that I found that was actually kind of funny was it was a small production. So at times they didn't have enough actors or dancers to play the zombies. And they would just get anybody they could. So there are scenes in this. There are scenes in this movie where some of the zombie actors are actually like executives, Capcom developers, just people that were visiting the set. They were like, "Yeah, do you want to be a zombie? Because we are running out of bodies."
My dream is just to walk down the street and somebody be like, "Hey, you want to be a zombie in a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes.
If you need help doing your makeup, let me do that too.
Let's
like,
roll.
Just don't even give me credit. I just want to do this.
and like that, I think that was also part of the charm of this movie too, or the messiness of this movie. A lot of the dancers and actors would, you hear stories now too, where it's just like, what's our motivation as a zombie? Or like, let's go to robot school to learn how to walk like robots and shit like that.
Robot school.
Well,
iRobot. Yeah.
my
they
friend,
actually had robot school.
My friend who was in Shaun of the Dead went to zombie school in order to be a zombie in Shaun of the Dead.
There was nothing like that here.
Yeah.
It was basically just the actors would ask like, what should I do? And the response from Anderson and just others was, your character in life was this, so just like the zombie version of that. There was like no real
Zombie version of lab tech. Got it.
basically, yeah, like, oh, you were a soldier, so a zombie version of a soldier. How you think that would go? Very few. They wanted to do as much practical effects as humanly possible. Some of them worked, some of them were terrible.
Yeah.
So they tried to do digital stuff.
Digital.
Wasn't great.
Also terrible.
Also terrible.
Yeah.
So it goes smoothly. Mostly bottle episode of a movie. Producers. So the original release. So they started filming in March 2001. Original release was meant to be the end of October 2001. So that's not a very long turnaround. So obviously they extended it. It ended up coming out in March 2002. Actually, 3 days ago was 27 years, or it was 24 years.
Oh my God.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
24 years.
Yes.
So original release was meant to be one of the things I thought was actually pretty cool was during the promotions of this movie, they had a poster contest
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted a fan to do the poster for the movie, and some
sounds
young
familiar,
designer
yeah.
won. I looked up the poster. It's not the one they use in anything else.
Oh.
But apparently he won. It's pretty decent. I don't know if you could look it up. When you get to it, I'll tell you what it is. Poster contest. Yeah. That right there, the cross, the first image.
Oh, I remember this. I
That's
do
the poster
remember
that
this being
won.
the winner. I remember seeing this on the website back in the day. Holy cats.
Yeah.
That's not a bad poster.
Yeah, he did well. He is still a designer.
Nice.
So, Anderson, Paul W. Sanderson said that the initial cuts of the movie received an NC-17. But he had to cut a lot of the violence out. And he teased an unrated version, which never came out and has never seen the light of day.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. So production was pretty smooth. Nothing really crazy happened. The more interesting story is how it got to this iteration, because there were multiple people that tried to advance a film adaptation of Resident Evil, and it wasn't until Paul W. Sanderson, whether you like him or not, was the secret sauce that begat an over $1 billion franchise.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that. How many movies are there?
6.
Wow.
Well,
That's
6
too many.
in this. And then there's Welcome to Raccoon City, which is a reboot. That's number 7. And what's going to come out at the end of this year is 8. Those two are not connected to this.
Okay.
And that doesn't
Are those
count
two
the
connected?
animated movies.
No, I haven't seen the.
Are those two connected?
No.
Okay.
Did you
No.
watch the show? I know I'm distracted.
I watched
like
the
last
trailer
year?
for the first season. The
I
only
watched a
season.
few episodes of the show, and I don't know why I stopped. I don't think but I was enjoying it.
The trailer was very impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it,
Yeah,
but I also didn't finish it.
yeah, I didn't finish it either, and I can't
Maybe because I heard it got canceled and didn't bother. That'll
finish it.
That'll do it for you.
take the steam out of my sails. Yeah.
So that's production. That's the film. We'll talk about Rotten Tomatoes score when we get into. What do you want to do first? Let's do soundtrack first.
Okay.
So music.
Good
All I know is how new metal this bitch is,
Yeah.
including
I-
the score.
Loved this soundtrack.
We were watching
She said
it.
that while we were watching it.
We were
Oh, the
watching it,
soundtrack.
and as soon as the credits started rolling and Slipknot was playing, my wife
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Work on the board.
started mouthing the lyrics to the Slipknot song.
Oh.
I was like, "You
That's why I
fucking know
love
this?" She's
Sam.
like,
That's why I love
"Yeah, I do."
Sam.
And then she proceeded to tell me a story about seeing them at Ozfest.
I don't think I
and
know
blah, blah,
any
blah.
Slipknot songs.
You do.
I do.
You do. You absolutely do.
You've definitely been in the car with me when I've had them.
Okay. So I've definitely heard them. Yeah.
You definitely
Gotcha.
heard them. We were probably talking over it, but I have played Slipknot.
I was trying to talk over it very loudly so I didn't have to hear it.
You're
And then
"Oh,
she's like,
that time I was
uh-huh.
screaming.
Turns over.
So what are we talking about?
Soundtrack.
Go.
Just Slipknot. We're just
Oh,
gonna
it's Slip.
Alice's top Slipknot songs. CultPOP. So the Resident Evil music from the original motion picture was the first various artist soundtrack from the film of the same name, released 12th of March 2002 by Roadrunner Records. Soundtrack features song from Slipknot, Coal Chamber, Rammstein, The Crystal Method, Depeche Mode, Marilyn Manson.
Oh.
What Crystal Method song? Oh no, what Prodigy song?
What Depeche Mode song?
Oh my God.
Tell us every song.
I forgot my tablet, so I'm reading this off of my phone. In collaboration with Marco Beltrami, composed the film's keys, themes, and incidental score from the film, largely inspired by scores in John Carpenter films,
Yeah, say.
combining metal, electronic, and ambient themes.
Who else did the score? It was Marco Beltrami and Marilyn Manson.
And yes, that's what I said. It was
word.
Marilyn. I said Marilyn Manson in collaboration with
Oh,
Marco
it was the credits were the other way around. But that it's such a weird movie. There are some score cues that are like, oh, I get you, and then there are some that are like paced like a sledgehammer in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a moment of like, we need to get there. We only have 90 minutes. Gotcha. Da-da-da. What is happening?
But I love it. Early
in a bubble?
2000s new metal?
In a bubble, it's like this is a good riff.
Why?
But
I'm
it
the way
just
that I am.
feels so weird. Like, all right, movie, let's take a breath. No,
No,
It was like,
Slipknot. Slipknot.
what's the song?
What was your question? So Marilyn Manson did the fight song. Slipknot did My Plague.
Yep.
Cold Chamber did Something Told Me. Crystal Method, Name of the Game.
Oh, that's used in like 4 other movies.
Adema does Everyone. Fear Factory does Invisible Wounds. Static X does Anything But This. Rammstein does Hallelujah. Depeche Mode, Dirt. El Nino, which is Spanish for the
child.
Nino. It's a
I know.
okay. Saturday Night Live bit. What Comes Around by El Nino. Dig by Mudvayne.
Yeah. I mean,
Release Yo Delph
Mudvayne's Dig.
by Method Man. 800 by Saliva. The Infinity by 5.0. Resident Evil main theme by Marilyn Manson. And Seizure of Power by Marilyn Manson.
This is
See, Marilyn Manson's one, going back to our whole Joss Whedon discussion where I'm like,
oh
I
yeah.
can't listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
Just go away.
He's gross.
More so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Way more so.
He's like very much ruined for me. Like I used to very much like Marilyn Manson songs, and now like if it pops up, I'm like, no.
He's a straight up rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I always thought he was just like Timu 9 Inch Nails.
I was thought you were gonna say Timu Ozzy Osbourne, but okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Timu Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
Ozzy's
yes,
his own
that's
thing.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Alice Cooper last year opening for
So-
My Chemical Romance. I got more
Which is
things.
weird.
Did you buy the soundtrack?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just like I've listened to it online.
I just
But
absorbed it. It's in me.
Yeah. I am the soundtrack.
I didn't. So I didn't see Resident Evil when it came out originally. Like I saw this much. I probably watched this in college for the first time. Actually, no, I did. My senior year of college is the first time I watched this.
You were 12?
What year were you born?
I was. So we don't have to dox myself like that, but
okay.
no. But like what I'm saying is, I bought like the CD for Daredevil. Like Daredevil 2003 had that when I was 10.
More so, you weren't. I don't think you weren't a rated R moviegoer.
No.
During this,
But
so it
still,
would
like,
totally be a later on.
But still, like soundtracks, like I would hear, like I heard "Bring Me to Life," and I bought the
Soundtrack.
Daredevil soundtrack, and I also bought Evanescence Fallen CD.
Same.
I was just like, I need both these. Anyway, back to this soundtrack
Please.
that I do not own, but I would. There is a hidden track at the end of the album featuring a quick snippet of dialogue from the characters Chad Kaplan and Alice.
Oh.
You're all going to die down here.
You're going to die down here. Despite the parental advisory label, the U.S. release of the soundtrack is censored.
What?
Yep. The European release, however, is explicit with the exception of the Crystal Method's Name of the Game. So yeah, even though it had an explicit rating, it was still censored in the U.S.
I hate that.
Don't you?
I'd be so mad.
Rammstein's song Hallelujah appears in the unmastered version, different from one in their Links 234 single. So it's like a different version of their song. Different releases of the soundtrack exclude track number 1 and track number 16. What were those?
They're not
No.
listed by number.
All right.
Sorry.
I'll look that up after.
Yeah.
Composer Charlie Clouser uses a variation of Manson's main title theme in his composition for Resident Evil Extinction.
Oh, cool. So they reuse it in the 3rd movie.
Yep.
Cool.
Likely due to licensing reasons, a number of the songs featured in the movie did not appear on the album.
Yeah.
These are Existence and Touched by Frontline Assembly, Fist Fuck by 9 Inch Nails,
Nice.
It's a good one.
Cyanide 2600 by Spineshank, and Wall of Death by Apollo 440.
Spine Shank.
Spineshank,
That's hot.
isn't it?
That's hot.
Hot.
Banger soundtrack.
Banger sound. Okay,
I
this or
think I had
Twilight.
this on CD. Oh, Twilight. Every Twilight movie is better than this soundtrack.
The movies?
No, every Twilight movie soundtrack. is better.
Soundtrack. Okay, I was like,
Because this was like so. Late 90s, early 2000s soundtracks were a big deal. This is also
Yeah.
pre-proto digital music that wasn't just pirated. So, and then you also didn't have YouTube or whatever to look up shit. This was just, you would find out about bands, and then studios would just give library of songs to film productions. They were just like, Sony is responsible for this, and they've got a music label, and they're like, oh, here's some artists that I think are in the total, like, and they would pick songs randomly. 90% of the time, they weren't even in the fucking movie. They were just on the album because it was various artists, music featured in and inspired by the motion picture Resident Evil. Like, so it was basically mixtapes. Soundtracks were mixtapes.
I miss
songs number
soundtracks.
1 and 16, which were excluded in some of them. I just had to check. It is the song called "The Red Queen." I think that's a score because there's no artist associated, and the Umbrella Corporation is track 16.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, I think there were just two
Or
scores
score.
that were left
Yeah.
out.
Right on.
Mhm.
So listen to it.
Listen to it. I love Slipknot, and I love you, Sam, for loving
Yeah,
Slipknot.
Slipknot's great.
Are they?
Ask her; she'll tell you her Corey Taylor story.
I want to hear a Corey Taylor story.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hang out.
So this movie was in the world, and that world responded. Now,
Yes.
I have
How did they respond?
the Rotten Tomato scores,
Uh-huh.
which are not kind.
You need to take a
Oh,
break.
those are not.
36% Rotten Tomato score, popcorn meter 67%. So even audiences were like,
Well,
Yeah.
So it was a surprise box office success, despite everything you just said.
Mhm.
So it cost $33 million,
Mm-hmm.
the production budget, and it opened with $17.7 million in its first weekend and grossed over $40 million in the U.S. and Canada, proving to be a profitable video game adaptation. Made over $102.9 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
mm.
Yeah, it was. People went and they saw it.
I wonder what that's adjusted for inflation.
Hmm.
Like what that number would be, because $100 million in 25 years ago is probably 150 to 200 million. Wait, I'll check it out.
For sure.
Many viewers recognize it as an action movie first, as opposed to maybe a horror
Oh yeah.
horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Lacking the true survival horror tension and resource management found in the early games. Resource management? Shut up. Fuck off.
You gotta find the thing.
Yeah.
Do the stuff.
But it's many fans consider it a fun popcorn movie or excellent trash, as Noel would say, that is enjoyable to rewatch, even if it's not a good movie by conventional standards. I think a lot of the response was, this isn't Resident Evil. I was expecting Resident Evil, the game, the adaptation, and we're getting this other thing, which I don't think you realize is a prequel until the end, right?
Yeah. It's about it's a little under twice as much. So adjusted for inflation, that would be close to, it would be like $190 million. Profit or gross.
Right.
Yeah, about 200 million.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot, back in the day, a lot of folks were disappointed in it.
I believe Terry's one of them. He had to step out, but he bitches about how these movies don't feature the characters in the game, and that's why they're trash.
So personally, I had played Resident Evil a little bit, but I was too enraged by the mechanics of walk, walk, walk. Oh, I have to aim. I have to stop walking in order to aim my gun. And I am a walk and aim kind of player. I've always been a walker and an aimer at the same time. And so the fact that it's like step, step, step. Okay, now I can aim. Drove me nuts, and I stopped playing.
I attempted to watch. I forget which game it was, but I attempted to watch my ex play it, and it made me nauseous because it was first person. And I don't think they're all
That's not
first
this
person.
one. No, the first three
No.
games were
Third person.
Third person.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
that
just the
was the
dude in the middle.
First time I realized that I get motion sick with first person video games.
Yeah.
If you want to see me do that
Did you
live on
Inside the Morgue.
podcast, watch.
Did you ever watch the Mortuary Assistant movie?
I haven't seen the movie, but I played the games on Inside the Morgue twice, and I threw up one time, not on air. I waited until after we recorded, and then the next time I got very, very nauseous on camera, and you can see me turning green, basically.
Hot.
Kind of funny.
But also I think the love for this movie has grown over the past 20-something years, 24 years. People have a much bigger, I think, appreciation for it now than they did back then, which I think happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Water finds its level.
Mhm.
As time passes, things are reassessed, and sometimes they're reassessed in like a different light, like this. As we were seeing it as an adaptation of this deathly serious zombie horror video game, and what was delivered is a passable action movie. And yeah, that's disappointing, but I go back and watch 80s movies that are silly. A passable action movie that's just kind of fun, knows what it is. Yeah.
On IMDb, it's got 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of meet a movie where it's at. Release your baggage. What is the movie trying to accomplish? Does it hit that? Does it clear that bar? And then assess it. If this was, we're trying to reinvent the genre and speak to the inner soul of you failed. But if this is ladies in skinny ladies in little skirts kung fu kicking zombies. Great, 4 stars. Yeah, let's roll. Right? Yeah.
Should we? When do
Our
we
thoughts?
discuss our thoughts on the movie?
Let's move into it. What are your thoughts? Of course, we're potentially going to spoil the 24-year-old movie.
Yeah.
Alice. Both of you go at the same time. You watched it together. What were your guys' thoughts? First thoughts and then reassessed thoughts.
First thoughts. So like first time I watched this.
Yeah, the first time you saw it, what were your
First time I saw it, I
things
enjoyed
change?
it. I enjoyed it. I am a sucker for any like early 2000s. Any early 2000s movie with a new metal soundtrack.
You're in.
I'm basically
Okay.
I'm just pretty cool like that. Yeah. So CGI is a little rough, but like I remember enjoying this. I watched this with like a group of friends Friday night in college.
A good friends
and
group
so,
movie.
Yeah, and
right?
I think I was the only one who hadn't seen it. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, you love zombie stuff! You love this!" And I enjoyed it. And then rewatching it, I don't think I'd rewatched it since until we watched it the other night. And the CGI was a little rougher around the edges than I remembered. I was like, "Oh,
Some of it's decent.
some of
Some
it
of
is."
it's awful. So like the
Yeah,
first time you see the liquor,
I feel like there's no in between.
absolutely awful.
Yeah.
It looks like 8-bit on top of a matte painting.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
But then later when you're seeing it from like above,
Yeah.
looks pretty fucking
Right.
cool.
Not
Yeah,
as
there
bad.
were
So
some-
like it just wasn't consistent.
Yeah. It's a fun watch, but I get why. Well, I guess I don't get why video game lovers don't like it because I don't know the video games.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about people's thoughts or you people's thoughts on
I'm a
video
people.
game adaptations.
You mean you people?
Oh, you people. Well, I was gonna say I want to talk about people's thoughts, but I don't care about other people's. I just care about these
You
people's.
people's.
You people's.
So I had seen it when it first came out, and I remember being like, "Oh, that was okay. That was fine."
Mhm.
But when we decided to do this, I was like, maybe that movie wasn't so bad. Maybe I'm excited to rewatch this first one, because I remember specifically hating the second one, like being in the theater and being angry at it,
Oh,
and then leaving.
see, I've only
super
ever
bummed
seen
out.
this one.
Ditto.
So
I don't know where this journey is going to take us.
and I didn't have the
It'll be
big.
peaks and valleys.
I wasn't a big fan of the video game to begin with, as I said, so I didn't have any sort of connection to it that would make me go in with any expectations. Watching it this time, I thought this was a goddamn blast. I had so much fun with this one, and the fact that it's almost 2 movies where you get the entire first half of the movie as them. First of all, well, you get the breakout,
Yeah.
and then everyone dies, and then you get the team that's sent in, and I think that whole first half of that movie is awesome.
yeah.
It is so much fun. The fact that they're there to go turn off an AI, but the AI is trying to keep them from turning her off because unbeknownst
And
to
it
them,
sounds like a little British
she's the
girl.
only one keeping everything safe.
How fucked up you model an AI after your dead daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize the daughter was dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just his daughter, and I was
I
like,
think
that's weird.
later is she dead? I don't know what other movies are going to like.
There are
transpire, but-
revelations in this movie that I thought were really cool, and I thought there were set pieces that were awesome, like the laser grid.
Dude, he needed 6 inches. Just back up 6 inches.
Yeah. Still so cool though.
It is good,
And the way it happens,
It
and
is
the
good.
dicing and the slicing, it was so fun. And I really liked the mystery of Mia Jovovich's character versus her husband. She wakes up, she has no memory, and the way that all plays out, that mystery of what actually happened and what set things in motion and who the mystery character was in the beginning. I just had so much fun with this. And then it turns into a fun zombie movie. I think it loses steam for me when we do get things like the liquor,
Yeah.
where we get giant mutates. That wasn't for me, but everything else I thought was just a blast.
I think it was a poor zombie movie, but a decent little action movie.
Yeah.
The zombie aspects of it are actually pretty ineffective.
Mm.
I am like people that complain about this being more of an action movie than a zombie movie.
Mm.
Even when you watch the trajectory of the franchise, I think it thinks that too. Like, we don't do zombie movies. We're not really good at this. They're just undead and we're going to shoot them. Like there was absolutely no tension and no horror elements with these zombies at all. Like at all. They're
Right.
just NPCs that are coming at you in a horde. There's nothing
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's nothing really even particularly grotesque about them. It's just here's a horde.
Yeah.
Like so I it's a terrible zombie movie.
Mhm.
However, it is a slick little action movie with a couple of decent turns
Mhm.
and a solid final fight.
Mhm.
Which we're watching it, and I remembered pieces of it, and I couldn't help but think, why the fuck is there pipe and rebar just hanging by a net?
Mhm.
Like, I don't think that's how you actually would store them
Mhm.
What?
at all.
What?
That's a projectile in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe they should just be
No.
strapped to the side,
yeah.
but no, just hanging
Hang it.
That's so funny.
on a dolly too, because he.
Mhm.
You just push it.
But whatever. But my favorite memory of this movie, in college, one of my friends from high school, who didn't go to the same college as us, was dating my college roommate. So on weekends, he would come to visit her, and those weekends, like late Friday nights at like 11 or 12, it was like, you want to go to the movies? Let's go to the movies. So there's a handful of movies that he and I went and saw
Those were the
like in the
days.
middle of the night
Yeah.
because she didn't want to or whatever. It was basically, we joke about it now. Joe and I were dating.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of seeing my roommate also. I still talk to Joe. But we saw this and we had a good time. We were just like, this is stupid. It's fun. I think the following weekend or 2 weekends later, we saw Super Troopers.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Like, it was just like that series of movies in like late 90s, early 2000s. It was just like, this is one of them. This was like the fun one. It's fine.
Mhm.
This is like a solid ratings. You want to do ratings?
Ratings.
How many T-virus vials
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that.
out of 5? And they could be broken, like
Ooh.
cracked in half.
Yeah.
No antidotes, just the virus with the little
Yep.
windy
So
John.
the blue one,
Mhm.
not
No, the green. Green's
Green
bad,
one.
blue good.
green. Oh, okay.
Green bad, blue good. So
What's
how
your
many?
favorite color?
You like zombies,
It's true.
I do.
so we're good. Who wants to go first? How many
Okay,
T-virus vials?
Hold on. Are we comparing it to every other movie in existence or to horror movies?
How you rate a film is a personal choice.
That's why I'm asking.
How many T vials
Your
have you given
personal
every
choice.
other movie in existence, Mayday?
Yeah, your personal choice. How do
I'm
you
gonna-
rate all movies? Do you have this much trouble in regards to like anytime somebody asks you how to rate a movie?
Yes.
Like I must.
Yeah.
Go.
I would give it 3.5.
And what's your rationale?
I think it's fun. I had a blast watching this movie. That's my rationale.
In
And-
your head, did you compare it to every movie ever, or
No.
you just okay?
No.
Like,
No.
You asked the question. I wanted to know what the answer ended up being in your head.
No.
What are you comparing it to?
I'm comparing it to. I'm comparing it to other zombie movies.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So 3.5.
Yeah.
3.5 vials. 3 intact vials of the T virus
And
and
one
one broken vial.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it 3 unbroken vials.
3 unbroken vials?
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you.
Okay.
3 unbroken vials.
3 unbroken vials.
I don't think it passed the crest of midway,
Mhm.
right? For you,
Yeah, it was a
marginally
fun-
there.
it
Hold
was a-
on.
I
Hold
agree,
on.
it was a
Let me
blast.
remind you.
Mid.
You may have forgotten. There is a sequence where she's being chased by she's fighting a zombie dog.
Yeah.
And she runs away from the zombie dog while it's in mid jump. She jumps onto a wall and then ricochets off that wall onto another wall and then turns around
Kicks
and
it in
kicks it in the face.
Yeah.
In
Breaks
a
its neck.
dress, in a little tight red dress,
And you're
breaks
in a
its neck.
tight red dress.
and she never gets any blood on her legs.
That's right.
They're just smooth. Nice
you know,
legs.
also too, that's also what makes it a bad zombie movie.
Yeah.
It is wildly bloodless
Yeah.
for a zombie movie.
I said that when we were watching it.
Yeah.
She's kicking ass, literally kicking ass. Like doesn't she get a zombie with her thighs and like
Yes,
feel it that way?
she
And I'm
gets
like,
a
there's
zombie-
nothing on her legs. Like
Yeah.
there should be some.
She does like a Black
Grossness.
Widow. I'm going to put both my thighs on the sides of your head.
It
and
was
break-
badass.
But then like the zombie's teeth are right there
right,
on your thigh.
right on your thigh.
Not the best idea.
Favorite character in the movie?
Uh-huh.
Chad. Martin Cruz. The guy that doesn't shoot himself and then comes back later to
Oh,
like say,
yeah.
like that dude is the coolest dude.
I like they
He
set
is
up-
he's the only character in the entire movie
It's so
that has a full arc.
And-
Like he starts as a this and then becomes a this and then becomes this and then comes and redeems
But,
himself only to die.
he has there's this whole sequence where he's on one side of a fence, the rest of the team is on the other side of the
Are
fence.
we in spoilers?
He's-
Or do we have to notice?
The whole thing's a spoiler.
Okay, great.
He's
I
got
was sure we
one
had
bullet
spoilers.
left. he's going to use it on himself, and then you hear the blam. You know, they do that pan out where you see the other people who don't want to leave him. They're walking away, and they just hear the gunshot, and they're like, oh. But then it cuts back to him, and he shoots the zombie who's coming at him, and then throws a gun. He throws the gun at them, and then just goes, "Oh shit! There's this other place I could have gone this whole time."
That's where they
crawls off.
Hold on.
It.
That's where they came from. So it wasn't a viable escape.
But then he did it.
Yes, because he said, you're gonna have to fight for your meal. So he basically went off to die.
Yeah. And then
he
comes back
it's
around.
around.
So great. I love that
awesome.
bit. I love that bit.
It's
Great.
It's
And that's
literally
what I
the
mean,
only
like-
time the movie surprises you.
Oh, no, there's a couple of times. I liked it. There's some good stuff in there. But go on.
Name 2.
Na-
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pink can name 2.
Resident Evil.
She
Resident
loves
Evil 2002. I think we all had a positive experience.
Yes.
Yeah. I am not looking forward to any of the other ones.
So that
Straight up.
that
I'm bummed that I have to watch them.
that brings me to my proposal.
Oh.
Okay.
If he gets down on one knee.
I'm gonna
I'm
name
gonna say no this time. I'm sorry, not
not because of me though, only because it would be polygamy. No,
Only
what's polygamy? What?
I'm into
It's-
Sam.
I mean, you'd marry her too.
It's oh my god, yeah, yeah.
I'm just being serious.
Then.
Like, anyway, what do these movies have in common? What do these
Zombies.
things? Let me finish the fucking question.
Mijovich.
Mila Jovovich, Resident Evil,
Mm.
Super Mario Brothers, Mortal Kombat,
Mm-hmm.
Street Fighter.
Uh-huh.
What do they have in common?
Video game.
Video games.
And
Movies.
I'll give you the answer.
Failing the quiz.
I don't know.
Every single one of those titles has a remake or new movie coming out this year.
Oh, I did not know that.
So
Oh my God, you're right.
I am proposing
Uh-huh.
we can continue this or
Andor.
we do /or because we can also do this
Uh-huh.
or replace this
Yes.
with this. Okay. Retro replay through
Oh.
the remake, a series of reviews of the original movie
Uh-huh.
and the new movie.
Oh, I like that too.
So we watched Resident Evil.
yeah.
When the new one comes out, it's part of the retro replay through
Yeah.
series. Super Mario Brothers.
Uh-huh.
Before the new one, we watched the old movie.
Yeah.
Mortal
Great.
Kombat.
Yep.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
But the next one, Street Fighter. Either one of them
Nice.
with Van Damme. There's other stuff too.
Uh-huh.
But like we can either do this.
What about
and
Double
that.
Dragon? Is there a Double Dragon remake coming?
No, and you know
Damn
that.
it.
And you
Shit.
know that. And you know that.
I can hope.
You can hope.
I've actually never
Well,
seen
you're
the original
stupid.
Double Dragon.
It's actually not bad.
I love the game
With
though.
Mark Dacascos. So put a pin in it.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
We could. There's only so many weeks in the year, and we're kind of like, how do you want to play this? We can continue this. We also wanted to do Hunger Games. We also wanted to do this. So like, but this is an opportunity to kind of keep on the video game tip
Yeah.
because there's a lot of video. For some reason, this year there's
Yeah.
a lot of video
I
game
didn't even
adaptations,
realize
and
that.
every one of those adaptations has a failed or popular other version that
Yeah.
came out a couple years ago
That's
or
so neat.
20, 30 years ago. So
Do it all, baby.
I love that. And
Yeah.
can I ask y'all a question now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to type out my question.
do we like scary movies? No.
No. How do you feel about video game adaptation movies? Are you generally like, and then I follow that up. Do you think you should have to understand the video game lore before going into the movie?
No.
Good,
No, you shouldn't.
right? You should be able to enjoy it as its own.
Yeah, that's why I
Source
think this
material
Resident
media.
Evil works well.
Right.
You can just go into this
I'll go
blind.
harder than that. I think it's a lack of imagination to presume something you're about to go see is a carbon copy of something else you've seen.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
or
think that
read,
is-
or
And also,
anything.
why
I-
would you want
like-
it?
I think that is the most uninteresting way to interact with art.
Yeah.
If I'm going to watch an adaptation of a book that I liked, I read the book.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, important things, attributions,
Vibes.
Right.
vibes, great. Does it have to be a slavish recreation?
No.
Fuck
No.
no, because
No.
that's boring as hell.
Yeah.
And the book is always there. Same with video games. Same
I
with
agree.
Yeah,
TV shows,
Yep.
everything. Yeah, no.
I agree.
Ugh.
That's what I wanted.
Hmm.
Because, like, I don't know. I forget what video game thing I was watching. I was like, oh, well, you don't get it because you didn't play the game. And I was like, I shouldn't have to play the game
Yeah.
to
Because
enjoy
it's a movie.
the movie.
Yeah.
I bitch about that all the time.
Specifically, sometimes I cannot play the video game because I will throw up. So I would like to enjoy a movie about this story without having to always have to play the game. I do enjoy video games, certain video games that don't make me vomit.
I think you can service both audiences.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's a gateway. Every single comic issue, whether it's issue 1 or 35, should be an entry point for anybody that might need it.
Yeah, but I get people who come in and they complain about comic book movies because they're not exactly like the comic book they read. And I'm like, but you read that.
Also, it usually comes with the kind of aggravation that somebody should only feel that level of aggravation if the secret police broke into their house, took their copy of the book, burnt it, and erased all copies.
Yeah.
Like, you have it all still.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I used to be the kind of person who was like, oh, it wasn't exactly like the book. Or like, they changed this thing from the book. And now I'm like,
World
like
bigger.
exactly. I'm like, now it's an adaptation. And it's more fun
Imagine
to have different iterations of the
Imagine liking both.
Right?
I have grown. I've grown.
Vicious
my old
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil is a bigger problem because Alice isn't in the games. Yes. But if you were watching earlier in the show, that was a creative choice that doesn't negate the games.
Right.
Also, Alice is just a really cool name.
And they bring the game characters in. So, I mean, it doesn't, like, in hindsight, I don't think it's a big deal. Now, if they were like, this is our one Resident Evil movie and you're going to love it, and it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the video games, I can understand being miffed about that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's not a worth it movie.
Right.
Or, like, if Lara Croft doesn't look like the original 90s Lara Croft and looks like the Alicia
With the
Vikander
triangle
Lara
boobies?
Croft.
Yeah.
Well, the Alicia Vikander one, like, neither are right. Neither are wrong. These are adaptations of a thing, and you kind of keep moving forward.
Yeah, I agree.
I have one more thing I wanted to note that I forgot to mention when I was talking about the soundtrack. This isn't from the soundtrack,
It's about Marilyn Manson?
No. It's about a little band called Ice Nine Kills.
Hey, I know them.
Love all the stuff they do about
I remember
all their songs about horror movies. Welcome to Horrorwood, The Silver Scream. They do have a song about Resident Evil called Rainy Day.
Oh, it's
And I just wanted to throw this out there. That was my top song of 2024 on Spotify. Like,
Nice.
I loved that. I've only seen the first Resident Evil movie, but for some reason that song is just so catchy to me, and I loved it.
They got some real bangers.
They have
dude.
some real bangers.
And it does
play it on
help
the way
that they're
home.
about movies I love.
Exactly.
Like,
And I was
The Friday the
the
13th
Rainy
one's
Day Ice Nine
dope.
Kills slaps. That's all.
The one about Psycho is dope.
Yeah.
So good.
Shower scene.
So there is I know right now they're popular because of the Scream 7 song.
Oh yeah, twisting the
That'll probably be my 2026 top song is the
Kai's
Twisting the Knife. Because Kai, if it's not me listening to it, Kai's in the backseat going, Ghostface song. Again, Ghostface song.
So there's I'll have to look it up, but I wanted to hear that song and I forgot the name of it. So I was in iTunes or
Twisting
my
the
Apple
Knife?
Music,
Yeah.
and I just looked up, Scream 7 soundtrack.
Yeah.
And the song that came up was so comically bad.
Oh, gotta help us out.
Oh wait, there was okay. I think I might know what song.
It's the lyrics are talking about the movie.
Yes.
And
because
it like
It's in the soundtrack?
it's a fucking parody, right?
No, but it's like, is it? Oh wait, in the soundtrack?
Yes.
It's actually on the
Oh,
soundtrack?
Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Because there was a time when I was trying to see if Ice Nine Kills did a Scream song before this one came out, and I found a different song by a different group, I think, and it was
About Scream.
and it wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's literally like, and then Sydney's the man with the. I'm like, this is.
I can't wait. You gotta
1980s
send me that. You
fucking
gotta send me
awful
that.
Shit ever.
I'm excited. You gotta send it to me.
We're gonna listen to it live next week, except I won't be here.
I'll find it. We'll,
Okay.
we'll talk about it.
Dead Air, let's go.
Dead air.
So
Did you want to
What do you-
reveal the...
I did already.
Oh, you did the
Yeah.
scores?
What are your thoughts, noble viewers? Should we continue with the entire Resident Evil franchise?
I think
Continuing.
Pink
let,
wants
let-
us to.
let- let me finish. Let me finish the whole thing. A, continue with the Resident Evil franchise. B, do our retro replay through, talking about all of the video game adaptations that have precursors coming out this year. Or C, both and figure it out. Get in the chat, list it, Tell us what you think.
Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com.
Yes.
In the meantime, where can people find you?
At 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. It's JG's Hero Complex.
And where can people find your face?
Oftentimes also there.
That's true.
But you can find me at Forensic Alice on Instagram and also at Inside the Morgue Pod on Instagram. Yeah. Check us out.
And you can find me here as well as Physical Media Space. That's physical_media_space on Instagram, where we talk about all physical things.
Speaking of physical
Fun.
media space, look, the X trilogy, X Pearl and Max scene, which I'm very excited about. Noel gifted this to me. Thank you, Noel. Isn't that wonderful? It's glorious.
Beautiful.
Get it. Where's it from? It's from A24.
A24. It's 4K, all 3 movies.
It's beautiful.
The case and booklets it comes in are better than the movies themselves.
Some of the movies.
I like 2 of the 3 of the movies. So you shut your filthy mouth.
Hang on. That's actually not an indictment of the movies.
It's
The
just
packaging
how good
is
the packaging
better than the movies that they house.
great
It just is. It's very well done.
Stupendous.
I think it's the other way around. So you could see the
So juicy, dude.
the other way around. Fuck you.
Nice.
Nothing triggers me more than that fucking movie.
On that note, now that we made Noel mad,
Yeah.
So
We'll talk at you later.
We'll see you next week. Oh, next week we're gonna talk about Project Hail Mary, and she's dipping out because she hates us and space.
I don't.
Hates space.
Why do you hate us?
Why do you hate space?
I actually do hate space. It freaks me out.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.